Good morning, everyone. Happy short week here in the U.S., I guess. What do you think, Toby? Is it a good week? Is it a good week? All your people are here today. So, yes, it's a good morning. It's a different morning. I'm running a little bit behind because everyone's home. Well, my wife's working, but the kids are home. Toby's home. He didn't go to work today. He's got the vacation week. So, yes, good morning, everyone. Oh, we got lots of new subs or resubs today. Susan H., 40 months of subbing. Let's go. The Mongoose, 19 months of subbing. Zane's dad at the Animal Kingdom. Stunting on us. Stunting on us fools at Hools. L Kirby US, I see that giveaway. Let me get these and we're going to do it. Miss G's Crafties, 50 months of subbing. Let's go. My volume is very low. We had this the other day and I haven't figured it out. Naper Villain, let's go. Let me get this mic a little bit closer, then we can look at it this week. Inkwell Monster, 42 months of subbing. Let's go. Prime number. Let's go. Strange Camel, 30 months of subbing. Fiendor, 9 months of subbing. This is crazy. Y'all are awesome. Naper Villain with the five gifty subs. Thank you so much, Naper Villain. Hope you're doing well. Hope the Naper Villains are keeping you in check. You gotta watch out for Naper Villain. You gotta watch out. So enjoy your gifted subs. Enjoy your new emotes. We got some fresh emotes in there from my buddy Eric Draws. He's working on that Closet of Doom animated emote, so we're gonna get that going. So enjoy your gifted subs. Guinness, 7 months of subbing. Let's go. Hi, good morning. To start with, I thought you had a bow tie on, Brad. I used to rock the bow tie. I can pull off the blow tie. It's a different stream. I could pull off the bow tie. Look, I'm down with that. I haven't done that in, whoa, too many buttons. I clicked there. I haven't done that in many a decade, though. Many a decade, so sketchy. All right, L Kirby, US. Let's do a giveaway. What can we do? Brad, When Slumberland Studio does Brad with ellipses, there's nothing good for me is about to happen, just for the record. Slumberland's questioning my bow tie decisions, I'm guessing. Rich Sticks, 500 biddies. Let's go. I have a bow tie I can send you to stream in. Oh, I still have my bow ties. I just haven't worn them in 20 years. All right. All right, what's this brass? What's this Sinclair? We have a Sinclair here. Rich Sticks, 45 months of subbing. Let's go. Pins and Sprinkles, enjoy your emotes. Thank you for thanking the Naper Villain. Blow tie would be a James Bond. I kind of like that. You have a sticker on your back. No, y'all have, is this your first stream, Glyph? It's the Howler Monkey. I got a monkey on my back. Need a point redemption for Brad and a blow tie. We could do a bow tie stream. Maybe that's our what day is New Year's Eve on? We could have a New Year's Eve celebration. Yeah, I have a couple shirts like this, but this is the brand called Howler Brothers, and their little logo is on the back of like a couple of the shirts. So yeah, Saturday, oof, we might have to do a bow tie stream. I don't know. See, y'all make me think all these things. All right, let's do this giveaway while the getting's good. Let me put this in here, and then I'll show you what it is. I gotta look at it. Sunday. I mean, weekends are generally good for me streaming. And it's not like I'll be out partying. I haven't been out. I haven't seen a New Year's happen, and I can't tell you how long. Like 10 p.m., 10:30, I'm out. It's old people for you, chat. Old people for you, chat. All right, I have a Notco Sinclair from Corolla. 11 months of subbing. New week. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so we're giving away this Sinclair. Peacock and Steel. We're about to inspect it to see what's wrong with it and why I didn't sell it in the first place. Isn't that fun, chat? This is my favorite thing about the Nock stuff. I was gifted a 3D printer, so I'm feeling lucky. Nice. That's always fun. Lilium, 12 months of subbing. Let's go. A whole year. All right, let's see what this. Let's see what's wrong with this Sinclair that I'm sending to someone. Whoa, hi. Buttons are overrated. All right. Breakfast of Champions. Let's give this away. Let me tell you how bad it is before you went. Naper Villain, you never know. But I will say I did put the good stuff in the icebox of happiness, so it can't be that bad. It can't be that bad. Like this stain on here. I'm gonna have to watch this again, aren't I? Because that's gonna drive me berserk. Every time I show you this, it looks like whatever. All right, Sinclair, Peacock. So pretty even-ish, not quite. Steel. Like literally nothing wrong with this case whatsoever. So I'm sending you a perfect Notco Sinclair Peacock. We had a redemption, Andrew, so that's what happens. You know, these early redemptions, you got to get in before the crowds arrive, right? That's the key to the early redemption to the ink drops. So, yeah, really good looking Sinclair there. Here's the one minute detail that you would never notice, except now you won't be able to unsee it. I mean, like these, the seam isn't even off that much. Like this, I would totally sell. Like there's literally nothing wrong. This one just must have gotten squirreled away somewhere and just never sold. Mate, you know what? I think the panel's a little high here. I'm not even joking. I think the panel. It's not bad though. I don't think I would have noticed it. So really good. This one's in good shape. This one's in good shape. Mid Hansen, what's up? Whew. All right. It has been a week so far, chat. It has been a week so far. Hope y'all are doing well. Who cares as long as the pins fit in it, right? Is thinking of redeeming a pin fill? You never know. There's tempting situations now. That's the whole goal of the ink drops. Do you want to spend them? Do you not? Do you want to save them up? Save them up for good or save them up for bad? How long does shipping to the UK usually take? I usually say 2 weeks. It usually comes a little bit quicker than that. And it's been probably close to that right now. I can always check the tracking and see. It's a Wednesday cleverly disguised as Tuesday. I just need to get to tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon will be smooth sailing. I have had a hecking week. All right, that giveaway is up. Let's pick this winner and we can talk about everything that's going on here. Let's see here. I guess we're going to have to find out for a second time, Ben Bacardi. I guess we're going to have to find out for a second time how long shipping takes. Because I think Ben Bacardi won for the first time recently and has a package en route. So we're about to find out, Ben Bacardi, how long it really takes for shipping to get out there. You win. So email me, hello@penaddict.com. You have to email me again for me to send you this. Them's the rules that we play by. So yeah, what are the odds? I don't know, like 1 in 100. That's how many people are in here, or maybe not even quite that many. We didn't silence the phone yet today. Spam. Have y'all noticed a lot more spam? Y'all getting a lot more spam calls? Schmevelin, why aren't my alerts looking Schmevelin with the gifted subs? Come on, alerts. Oh, I was on the wrong panel. Schmevelin with the gifted subs, 5 gifted subs. OOQ. Bebim Bopper, I like that name. A Fine Broad. Y'all have great names. Experienced Novice and Burp. What a great group of names. OOQ, Bebim Bopper, A Fine Broad, Experienced Novice, and Burp. Enjoy your subs. Enjoy your fresh emotes there in the chat. Schmevelin, thank you so much. I hope you have a great week. I hope you're doing super, super well because you're super awesome. I just listened to podcast 131 or 132 with a long rant by Mike on UK customs. It never stops. It never stops. I don't notice spam calls because if you're not on my phone, you go directly to voicemail. Interesting. I wonder if I should do that. Maybe. Thank you, Schmevelin. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, I'm getting the healthcare push voicemails. I think is the main one I'm getting. Just updated my do not call. I guess I probably need to do that. It's been like a decade probably. Whenever the first do not call came out, I did that. Waiting for a pin ordered on FPD due to customs. Goes all the ways. Brooks, with the gifted sub. Let's go. Circle Plans. We have the best. We have the best names here on Twitch. Y'all have the best names. Brooks, thank you so much. Hope you're doing well. Mickey, Mike with the sub. 44 months of sub and had to make it a clean 150. I like those round numbers, right? I block every source of. I block literally everything that comes in. You notice yeah, like the volume, Miss G's has ramped, and it's all the same. It's all the same type of call. Hey, have you noticed? And they leave like 2-minute voicemails. I'm like, ain't nobody got time for that. I mean, I know it's all automated and stuff. All right, let me get this to Ben Bacardi. Ben Bacardi, congratulations. Email me. So I am shipping tomorrow. So anything we win today or tomorrow, I will ship tomorrow afternoon. Wet, lazy day today. Wet day here, not lazy day here. I had a heckin' day yesterday. I mean, I was dialed up. I was dialed up for this week to just be cuckoo from the jump. And it has delivered. So, and it's like nothing in like a bad way. It's just overwhelm and like anxiety of like the short week and like fun stuff going on, like busy stuff going on. I have, I have a lot to get done today. Have a doctor's appointment this afternoon, just all kinds of stuff. So it has been a week. So I'm running behind on literally everything. I just got my status. Yeah, it's the healthcare stuff. Great, Scott. But mine are all like 2 minutes. So yeah, I'm running like behind on planning this week. Planning, scheduling, everything's coming up at the last minute. You must be USPS's favorite customer around here. I am literally my post office favorite customer. They have told me that before. Because my post office is just a little small town, like a zero stoplight town with a double wide trailer for a post office. So they get credit when I ship things through them. Like, hey, they have activity here. So anytime I use them, they have literally told me, it's been a couple years because they've been having some turnover, but they literally told me, like, thank you so much for bringing these packages here. I was like, cool. Zero stoplight, double wide trailer. Yes, this is what happens when you live in the country and live in a small town. That is literally my post office. I have kept them in business. I must not be doing good enough because they're having staffing issues. For the past 3 Mondays, no one's been there, and it hasn't been a postal holiday. So I'm like, And they had told me since it's a small town, everyone like talks and is friendly. They told me they've been having staffing issues, and like they pull people from our small post office to go work at the bigger ones. So they haven't had like the backfill. So I've been in towns between 500 and 1,800 people. I wonder how big the town actually is because it's not my official town address, but it's like the closest post office. Yeah, it's got to be. That's probably right. I would be shocked if it was more than 1,800 people. I could probably go look it up. We don't have a stoplight where I live. Yep. And the train tracks run through the town. It's just typical, like, no infrastructure town. Like, this is not like there's nothing there except the post office and the fire department and like a gas station. My mom is from a small town. They have one stoplight. I mean, I live like 5 minutes from civilization, so it's not like I'm that far in the country. Yep, it's the classic old town setup. I've never heard of a town size being measured in stoplights. Like in the U.S. we do because it's such a sprawling country, right? And nothing's connected. So like the city, like where the courthouse is and like all the official government buildings are and all that stuff is like 20-minute drive for me. But then 5 minutes the other way is like literally full civilization, shopping, grocery stores, all that stuff. Of course, the Dollar General. Facts. As someone from the New York suburbs, this is super foreign. Yeah. You might live in Aiken, but it takes me 20 minutes to drive to the actual Aiken. So like my address is Macon, and I'm probably 30 minutes from like downtown Macon. I don't know how I have a Macon address. I'm not even in the same county as the city, which doesn't matter, but it's like I'm far away. I don't have the address of my home post office, which is like super close. I have recordings of my friends who speak French and let the spammers listen. My friend speaks French. Nice. Kind of the modern version of a one-horse town. Totally. Totally. Is it a Stephen King scary town at night? No, because there's no. That's the thing about like this town. There's like no old homes. It's like not even that. It's like literally like a pit stop town. Like all the houses are new, new-ish, 20, 30 years. It's not the kind that's been here since like the early 1900s or anything like that. So anyway, but like the city, it's not even that old. Like it's not even that spooky, but it's got the old like classic town square. Like the city part is the other classic part, like where you have the town square and everything's just built off the square. So I'm about to go from a 2-minute commute to work to an hour commute. Well, I hope you're excited. You're at least excited about that. I have a feeling there'll be lots of audiobooks and maybe lots of transcribed notes during the commute. So I got to tie up his horse at the local Zaxby's a few days ago. So when I drive from my house to the post office, I have oftentimes had to like go around horses, like people riding horses down the street from farm to farm. Faber-Castell is doing sales everywhere. So I guess it's about to be the Black Friday shopping period has started like in the US, which it's earlier and earlier. So I haven't really looked at any of the pin sales or deals. Anna and I recorded the gift guide episode, which will be out next week. We recorded that yesterday. That's why my week has been so screwy, right? I normally don't have to record like a full podcast on Mondays. So I've had like an exceptionally busy day yesterday. Yeah, it's like 3 months now. Yeah. Like sales don't even register to me anymore because you can kind of find what you want all throughout the year, like whenever you need it. Horses, wow, I used to take an ATV to run into town from the farm. That too. So Jason, we're in a big, what do they call like the Polarises and Razors? Those are always on the street. Like those are parked at the gas station, right? Colt Pens have a pretty big discounts on loads of brands at the moment. Nice. So yeah, Anna and I did our gift guide episode. That'll be out next week. Mike and I were having our normal show tomorrow. So I have to plan for that podcast today. So we won't be doing like gift guide stuff. I have some new product stuff to talk about tomorrow. Actually, I haven't really thought about writing the podcast yet. So if y'all have anything you want me to cover on the podcast, today's a good day. So let me get out my weekly planner, which is just starting. I've been having a Tuesday start because Mondays have been so busy and I haven't had the 15-minute commitment to sit down and do this. So just occurred to me that the road by my house has 2 stoplights within like 600 feet and then another not far away. So this is the stream today. So when I drive from my house to like when I have to go to the city to like the government offices or like the town or like up towards where my kid's school is, I literally never pass a stoplight until I get into the square. So like 20 miles and like I really enjoy where I live. I mean, there's obviously not good things about where I live, but I enjoy the space where I live because we are right next to everything, but far enough away to be around nothing. So it's good. There's a stoplight to leave my apartment complex. Facts. Hey, I lived in Atlanta for 20 years, so I'm good. Whenever I visit Atlanta these days, like okay, I'm cool. I'm cool with here. All right. Let me get to planning. Have y'all podcast, what stationary products are you most thankful for? That's a really interesting concept, and I'm going to write that down right now. What pen are we using? We need to use this pen. We're going to talk about this. Let me fix last week's mess. And I'm going to write down what Corinne says real quick. So I'm just going to be doing a lot of random writing. Hi from Tokyo, yo, 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 yo. How long are you going to be there, Annabelle? And what are you getting up to? Did that Kaweco get re-inked? Yes, we're going to discuss this. Oops. So what time is it there? Like midnight-ish? 11 p, midnight-ish? Is that where we're at, Tokyo time right now? Ooh, tomorrow we should talk Thanksgiving food. Yeah, 11, 12-ish. Oh, 23, so right past midnight. Gotcha. Another week? Nice. Have you been having fun? I mean, you don't have to like go into like all details. Maybe we should have another recording. Squirrel. Okay, if y'all have any other podcast topics, let me know. That's a really good one. Toasty Treats is over there right now. Toasty, April, Annabelle's there. So stuffed all the time. I think that would be like the highlight of my trip. Yes, the stationery, but I just want to eat all the things. Toasty Stories on IG. God, I haven't missed him. Oh, Hi Joy is also there. Nice. God, we're gonna have some great feedback and some great content from them. That's amazing. Love it. Love it. All right, so let me fix last week's mess. I didn't do a good follow-up on my get them together as a members podcast. That will absolutely never happen unless we could do it on a record on a live stream. I guess we could do like a four-way call. I've never done that. We could just do basically record a Zoom. That's not a bad idea. I can think about that. All right, so today I'm literally like playing catch up and like working and doing all kinds of things. Yeah, I think I can make it less complicated. I always buck at the like more than two guests thing, but if I didn't have to like have individual channels and we just did a chat and presented it that way, I think it would be completely fine. All right, see you, Strings and Pedals. Like I think it could be like I initially like go, but I'm like, you know what? It doesn't have to be 4 channels of edited audio, right? All right, I just needed to do a quick rundown. I keep having someone in Japan to suppose that I can live vicariously through, right? Food themed stationery items. We could actually do that. So maybe I could plan a meal. I could plan a meal around food themed stationery items. And this actually works because Mike actually enjoys American Thanksgiving. He usually goes out for that, so he's like dialed into all that. That's exactly the first thing I thought of, Papa Locken. That would be the main course. That could be fun. Hey, Tiber Swimmer, hope you're doing well. Do you keep and archive these pages when you're done? Generally not. So what I'll do, real quick, we'll cover that. So these pages in my plotter are generally tossed when I'm done. They do have an archive I could keep, but the idea behind this book is that it just should be just like a pass through, right? Oh, leftover fried chicken for breakfast. Breakfast Southern College Student Champions. That's a fact, and it has to be cold. I never reheat fried chicken. Ever. So what I will do when I have a batch to remove and replace, I'll take them out and then I'll sit here and review them and see if I want to keep anything. And then sometimes I will transfer them. I don't have many in this book yet. Yeah, if you reheat them, the Crispies all get soggy. Like in my last notebook, I would cut out pieces. I don't have it here. I haven't really done it yet in this book, but I will cut out pages and tape them into like a more permanent notebook. Like this will be kept, like a bound notebook will be kept. So this will go on the shelf. So like if I have something, like most of these are lists, so I don't need to like keep it. But if I have like something that I wrote out and want to keep, like I might take it out and put it in here, and then the rest of it gets thrown away. Like the planner pages especially. Like I don't keep the planner pages. There's no need to keep these pages, right? So these are almost all. I will glance at them real quick, but there's usually nothing I have to keep over here. So we will just trash those. Factually correct. Leftover fried chicken must be eaten cold. It is. That is. Oh, is there more than one Mike? There are a multitude of Mikes. Mikes and Brians in our community seem to be a lot. Kill Pinguino. I've really been having a planner crisis lately. I want to move to an organizer like a Filofax, but I also like using the Hobonichi Weeks. I can keep it in the front pocket, but it feels redundant. So you redundant with the Filofax and Weeks, using them together. So which Mike did I forget? Oh, I don't know. There just seems to be. There's Mickey Mike. There's Mike Masayama. So here's what I did. Cool Pinguino. Several good Brads. Really? I don't know. Questionable Brads. So Cool Pinguino. Let's have a squirrel moment. So let me see some squirrel emotes in the chat. We're gonna do this. So what I did, that's the wrong size. We have to have the appropriate size blotter paper. There are a lot of mics. Whew. So what I did all these years ago, and this is for Cool Pinguino. No one else has to listen. This is specifically for Cool Pinguino. I'm only talking to Cool Pinguino. Just kidding, talking for everybody. So what I did was, after using several different planners for several different years, muting, I tried to lay out what is my perfect layout, right? So I would take a notebook page, and I would kind of like lay out what I wanted to see in a planner. So like a traditional Hobonichi would be, something like this, and you have your different blocks and, I would be thinking about like how I would use this space, and right, like you could have like tasks to do. So take what you like from your current planner and put it on a page, right? And then this would be just like notes here, right? Like this whole section. And then like they just have like random stuff down here. Like this was like waste for me. So like this is like a 1 page per day general Hobonichi layout. And I would maybe use like this much space, right? Every day. And then I'd maybe have something up here. And I was like, that's a pretty common 1 page per day layout. Well, what do I like out of this? And I was like, well, I like having the date and I like having my tasks. And then I like having random space if needed, but then I didn't really use anything else. So I went back to okay, I did that for like parts of 2 years. Like I think I failed both years. So then I went back to my old idea, which was originally like from the Travelers. And I would have this. Right? Rewizzles, 50 months of subbing. Let's go. Let's go. So then I was like, okay, well, I would have a full page here, and I would have and I was like, okay, well, I could have like tasks to dos here, and then I would have like notes over here, right? I was like, well, and then I would have like some blank space over here. Would that work? Like that worked for me. I was like, well, I kind of like this. And gosh, I don't have my old William Hanna planner. What worked for me with the William Hanna was this was all on 1 page, and then I did have the blank page over here. So what you want to do is figure out like your favorite parts of each book and like write down like an idea. It's like really like take a week and try to use exactly what you have drawn out. Like do a hand drawn layout for 1 whole week. And then when you see what works and what doesn't compared to what you have, maybe you can find the thing. It's like, okay, well, why do I have a Filofax and a Weeks? I mean, the way I think about it as someone who's not used a Filofax, those are duplicating the same things. So Filofax is very calendar, date, planner oriented. Well, guess what the Hobonichi Weeks is? Like, how are you using it independent from the Filofax? Maybe you just need the Filofax. Or maybe the Weeks can get done what the Filofax needs, and you can have a separate journal for journaling. So what I ended up with was basically like not having this division here. Like I didn't like the division either. Like this could be like an A5 Slim where it's folded here. So I like having the one page for this size and then another page for blank notes. So Andrew, I have my own layout. That's my disk system. The problem I'm running into is what worked for me 6 months ago was the week style layout, but now I feel like I need the weekly and undated dailies plus somewhere to write my classes assignments. So problem I'm running into. So the week style layout, which is sort of this, not exactly. I need the weekly. So you need to see your week at a glance, but you also need a daily page. Let me check something real quick. At work, I use OneNote for something similar. No, we don't boo hiss. I use digital. I use digital task lists. Absolutely. Let me look at something real quick. Nothing wrong with that. I've never been able to make digital tools work. Yeah, I get that totally. So, Cool Pinguino, this is when I use my William Hanna, and this is the layout that I had them actually, they created this for me at the time. It's so the dark lines are handwritten in, so ignore those. So you would have a full week over here, right? You could see your week. And even though these aren't daily pages, could you fit, I don't know, is that too little of a space? So yeah, that might be too little of a space if you need a full, it'd be too much. So if you had a page per day, that's too wasteful. So even for a whole week, right? You get to use this blank page for a whole week. You just need like a timeline. I don't know. It sounds like you could almost make the weeks work or the Filofax. I'm with you. I'm with you. That's why a personal Bible size is fine. Yeah, like I keep coming back to the weeks, honestly, because there's actually enough space in there. Yeah. So yeah, what I would do, you're not derailing. Like this is literally what we do. Because I think about this all the time. If I didn't care about this stuff, I wouldn't have tried to elaborate on your question. I I think you're on the right path with the weeks, to be honest. But I seriously, I would spend a week, a busy week, like a full assignment week with a blank notebook and draw your own. And then you figure out what you actually need because you have to make the space to do that thing, right? If you draw your own planner for 1 week, you will figure out the solutions that work best because you yourself have to put them on that blank page to make it work for that week. That way you'll know what works and what doesn't, and then you can kind of get a broader picture of finding a solution from there. Because you don't want to write your journal all the time, right? Unless you're Andrew. Andrew does. So yeah, I would really figure out. I would take a full week of a busy week and literally draw your planner and say, okay, Monday, this is what I need to feel accomplished. And then at the end of the week, you can kind of assess where you're at. So, is it just me or have index cards fallen out of favor for these complex planners? Index cards have always been like a singular desk, like ephemeral item that just comes in quickly, has a job, and then is discarded. So to me, they're separate from planners. Just let go of the weeks and use an organizer so it can be more flexible. You do gain the flexibility with the Filofax. Currently setting on my TN narrow style notebook. It has 3 inserts, one weekly for task list, one for tracker, and one for journal. It's like carrying 3 books in one. It's nice leather color, and each insert can swap out individually as they finish up. Works great. I love the Traveler system. I just generally don't use the other notebooks, which is why I moved to something like this. Why is your journal empty? Have you done nothing the last week? No, it's usually the opposite. The emptier my journal is, the busier I am, and that's the problem, right? That's the legitimate problem with journaling, is thinking you don't have time to journal and plan because you're too busy. And that's the exact reason why you should be journaling and planning. So that's a frustration point for me, for sure. All right, let me get into this week. And yeah, this is a good discussion on layouts. We can always talk about layouts. There's lots of solutions out there, and I'm a big proponent of rolling your own for a full busy week. Papa Wio asks, so is your plotter essentially your calendar and to-do list, and your journal is in a separate notebook? 100% accurate. So I basically have 3 different books I use during the week. So this would be considered my journal. This is my everything notebook. So there's just random stuff goes in here. This is what we're just using. And there's some like journaling stuff, some just random stuff. I actually haven't been using it quite enough. I need to use it a little bit more. So, and then there's the plotter, which is the calendar, to-do lists. And then I keep the 5-year journal, which is small notes, right? So we're in our first year of the 5-year. As a complete aside, did the phrase roll your own come from rolling your own cigarettes? Probably. And other things. So yes, we're gonna work on these today. Oh, someone asked how long have I had my plotter? We're not quite a year and a half. So 2022 August is when I got this one. And before that I was using my William Hanna. Other thing? What other thing? Y'all can hit me with other things. We can squirrel all day long. Oh yes, definitely other things. Cigarettes. All right, let me do this week because I'm already behind. And then we'll do a giveaway and then we'll get into some other stuff. We can squirrel around all day. 420. Blaze it. All right, so the infrared. Whoa. Too many buttons, chat. Too many buttons. I love this stream so much. I've definitely found my peeps with conversations like this. I could talk planner layouts all day because it's one of the more challenging things. I guess I could talk wooden pencils all day, fountain pens all day, inks all day. So yeah, I could talk all of this all day. And I do. So I was desperate for this infrared to have Robert Oster Van Espen's Free Spirit in it, which is a shimmer ink. And as y'all noticed last week and when I was using it, and what I came to discover is that seems to be, and this is just my common sense at work here. I certainly don't know definitively, but this is a number 5 nib feed that I have less room up here, less space for the ink to move around in. So it was getting clogged really easy up here, right? Like the feed size, like in all the fins, like all this is the same, but then you just get clogged up in here. Free Spirit is a jammer to begin with, probably so. But like, I wonder if I just made it worse by like really bringing in everything. But as you can see, also, is it your typical EF nib? That's another issue too. This is a fine nib, but still it's the same kind of concept. It's a Free Spirit problem, probably. Clogged your TWSBI Broad Eco. That's right, you did tell me that. So other Oster shimmers have behaved better. Gotcha. So maybe I'll give it another try. But what I really wanted was the bright blue, right? Because I've talked to y'all how I like when I have like these bright reds or pinks, I like a bright blue with it. Like I like the 3D glasses effect. Pairing is one of my favorite pairings of pen and ink, you know, whether it's blue and red or red and blue. If I can get those bright ones, not a traditional red and traditional blue, I prefer these. So I did, I did Blue Lagoon here, and it just works perfectly, right? Like I've been holding that, like I haven't written with this morning. I've been, you know, flailing it around this morning. So we'll see if it just writes straight out the gate. And yesterday it did. Try Free Spirit in a Pilot 92. Maybe. Caran d'Ache has an infrared ink, really? So yeah, look, see, it's straight away writing. So Free Spirit, I'll use that in something else. We'll try that again. How does this pen compare to the Kakuno? They're pretty similar. I mean, I'll still take Kakuno's nibs because I like those fine steel pilot nibs because they're even finer. It's pretty similar. It's this particular one though is like twice the price. So like it's not twice as good of a pen. Like I think they're very similar. But you can get Perkios for closer. You can get regular Perkios closer to the Kakuno price. But they're very similar. Konpeki was my first choice panic mode. And I was like, let me see if I can get even brighter blue. And that's why I went with this one. But Konpeki would have been was my first choice for this. Man, I'm losing it. So again, y'all have seen me do this a million times. This is just my general overview of the week. That's why it's pretty easy to just lay out. Brighter blue, is that one brighter than Robert Oster Australian Sky Blue? I'll have to look at it. I don't have sky blue, so I don't know. But this one's pretty bright. I'll show it to you in a minute. You losing it, I'm pretty sure you lost it a while ago. Whew. Let's hope I never find it at this rate. Panac, from what I see on the screen, your ink is more turquoise than Australian Sky Blue. Okay, we'll look at it. And yeah, this y'all are pretty far away from this, but yeah, I'd say this is very turquoisey. I'll have to look at Sky Blue because it's not registering with me. I feel you, Toby. I feel you. So while I'm looking at the schedule tomorrow, we will have a normal podcast 10 a.m. Then we'll stream afterwards. Hopefully, I can go a little bit longer tomorrow because we're definitely not streaming Thursday. Lamy Turquoise is one of the great classic inks. Like that's an all-time recommendation. Stram. FWP Tumultuous Tides. I haven't seen that. I have the Lamy Tourmaline bottle and pen. Was that the one that was the same color as the turquoise, I believe? Sailor Sky Blue. That was my so Konpeki and Sky Blue are always in the same category to me, even though they're pretty different on the page. Leaf Stream because she doesn't want her journal graded. Oh please, we are non-discriminatory journalers here. You do you how you need to do you. So no stream on Thursday. Although I need to talk to Sarah and Kimberly to see if they want to take this week off posting. I haven't thought about that. I always forget about the holidays. I'm good either way. We go pretty light later in the week. Soda Pop Blue. Yeah, I think Soda Pop Blue, I've actually used that. I think that's a little bit even lighter blue than this one. Actually, that's what I thought I had Soda Pop Blue. I think I might have given it away. So yeah, I'll give you a good look at this ink as soon as I get up, get done with this page, and I'll put it closer. I think people would have to describe what they think turquoise is first before we discuss. Yeah, teal and turquoise get kind of crossed. Like my famous color for that is, what color is sepia, right? That's always just like a mess. What's the difference between turquoise and teal? I have a guy reaction that teal is more green. That's what I think. I think teal is more green. Ackerman 11. What name is 11? Treves turquoise? Is that 11? Turquoise is a mineral with a range of colors. Yeah, Treves turquoise. Turquoise is a rock and teal is a duck. Oh, gut reaction. Yeah, true. I didn't even think about that. Teal is more green and turquoise is more blue. That's my thought in general. Like, I would never call this ink teal. Right? This is a pretty turquoisey ink. And it's really good for this pen. Panic, sorry, I was packing a bag. Did I hear something about a Thursday stream? No, I said I'm going to take Thursday off. But I know we were talking about it last week. I'm definitely not planning on it. If I get super bored and not busy, I will, but almost certainly that's not going to happen. So, Fire and Ice, that I do have that, and I was going to do that. Would have been a good one. It's a little bit darker than this, and it would have been a good choice. Enjoy Thursday with your family, which is probably why I should stream, because we're gonna have extended family over. And I was like, that'd be good to stream. Give me a break before the madness. All right, I think we're good. What's the difference between in-laws and outlaws? Sometimes not much. All right, so what ink did I want to look at? What's Australian Sky Blue? I actually want to look at that. Oh, so I'll show you. Do I have a good color? Oh, yeah, I'll do a raffle. Hang on one second. Outlaws are wanted. That's actually pretty funny. All right. That's a good start there. We'll have to see what else we need to do. Tumultuous Tide. Oh, yeah, Tumultuous Tides. Let me compare it. And then all right, take a look at this. Might have to pop by Fountain Pen Hospital today. Nice. All right, so this was okay. Australian Sky Blue. That's a great color. Like if you would have told, I would have told you that these colors are the same. Good morning, Miss Marilyn, darling. Hope you're doing well. Like I would think that the color I'm using right now is this color. So let's see how different it is. So that's what I'm using right now. So maybe it's got less sheen. Corporate asks you to tell the difference between these two pictures. Is that what we're doing here? They are extremely close. I am not sure I could tell the difference if you told me to pick which one was which. Australian Sky Blue has a hint of purple. It does have that little bit more red. Well, okay. Apparently I'm wrong. All right, where's Rachel's reflections when we need her? We need a ink battle. Ink battle. They might be one notch different in color, like one tiniest molecule of chemical difference. Mountain of Ink. Yeah. Here, I'll give you this link and you can go. Wow, Guinness, we don't have to yell. If you scroll down a bit, it shows all three similar inks. All right, let's see. Hey, look at that. Is this just one image? Yeah, that's that one. All right, there we go, chat. See, I didn't have to flip back and forth. I would not be able to pick out Blue Lagoon and Sky Blue in a blind test for sure. Lots of ads there. I should go to Ashley Furniture. I shouldn't say that out loud because now I'll be targeted more. Bondi Blue. I always get in trouble with that. I always have to think about that. Bondi Blue is slightly different. I still don't know in a blind test. I could probably tell that apart. I'm not sure I could tell the other two apart. Yeah, Flynn Raccoon. That's what I see. Lagoon feels like it blends more. Sky Blue is more sheen because it doesn't blend as hard, or just me? Yeah, like Sky Blue seems to have more rigid edges, like on the way the ink performs on the page has a little bit of a different effect. You would totally be able to tell them apart. Yeah, cool. All right, what's this? That's those. And this was Tumultuous Tide. So this was a blue, but with shimmer. That's pretty cool. That's what I want my Tiffany Sharpie ink to look like. If I had the Tiffany Sharpie, that's the ink color I want from it. This is really nice. I like this one. I would rather have this, yeah. This is pretty cool. I wonder if this would work in this pen. But I could use this in other pens. But yeah, that's sharp. I'm into this one. FWP looks so light, hard to read. I don't use any Ferris Wheel Press inks currently. I have one. They've just never been my jam. Sounds like a Kickstarter campaign. We don't need that. Why does Twitch have stories now? That's a great question, Bork Ben Bork. Can I post a link to an actual sample writing? 100%. Yes, you can post the link. Algonquin Maple. Nice, beautiful red with some golden sheen. Is that Ferris Wheel Press? That's because you can't get them out of a bottle. This bottle is at least the big roundy one. But yeah. They're just historically not been my jam, but I'm not sure why. I just haven't gotten on with them well. I guess I just kind of got scarred from the beginning where they weren't very good, and now they've gotten better. It's all marketing. That's probably it too. Well, in the beginning, it definitely was. I feel that they've ramped it up a little bit in the quality and the commitment to making a good product, but I'm a little bit scarred from the original. Oh, wow. So that's got a lot of... That looks cool. I like that. Sorry, this is very, very embiggened, which I appreciate. That is a glittery. That's cool. Yeah. Tiffany Sharpie right here. They rely way too much on marketing? Yeah. Yeah, there's a balance, right? Cool Pinguino, I feel. Are the entry level FWPs any good? I think so. Like the basic ink colors, I think are completely fine. The problem, it's not a problem. You have so much choice though, if that's the question. And I would go somewhere else. Oh, the fountain pens. I was thinking the inks. The fountain pens I would pass on. Kimberly did a comparison review to the Perkio, actually, the pen I'm using today, because they made a very similar one. Yeah, I would pass. I would pass completely on the pens. Sorry, yeah. I missed the FP part of that. Like, they're fine. You have better options. I'll have to find Kimberly's review. I'll send you a review. Oh, check this out, chat. I need to do a giveaway here, but on the blog, I have this giveaway going. So for the Fountain Pen Day pen cup that I brought home with me from Atlas Stationers and Kenro Industries, Kerry Yeager, go enter. That is the link. And let me pull up this link and I will find I'll do a giveaway. So yeah, this is the only Ferris Wheel Press ink that I have. I did like it. It's okay. Like, I just don't choose to use it that much. I really like that Onoto nib. I like that pen. Let's see. Let's see if I tagged Kimberly's post correctly. There's some shimmers. There's a notebook. Where is that comparison post? Dang it. There's the pen. There it is. Review showdown. So here we go. So that compared the Perkio which is the sample of the pen I'm using today, to the Ferris Wheel Press, one of theirs. So yeah, there you go. I mean, they're like, the Perkio is like half the price. So, can I use any fountain pen with shimmer ink? I'm just going to have to say no, because there are some questions you want to ask. I mean, technically, yes, but I would not use with any. So you want to have a wider nib. Is those the two things I look for: easy to clean and a wide nib to show off the ink. I think those are my two kind of go-tos, my choice, if I'm thinking about that question. So, can I clean this pen easily? And is the nib wide enough to show off the ink, right? Do you have enough good ink flow? Like, I did not have enough good ink flow with this, but I could clean it easily. Yeah, just make sure you read the descriptions, because like Itherac is saying, like, some are just made for dip inks, dip pens. Some shimmer inks are just made for dip pens and not for like the feed systems that fountain pens have. They will clog. Not all fountain pens work nicely with shimmer ink, so yeah, correct. All right, let's do a giveaway. Good morning, Skogsy. Glad to see us on the fountain pen content. Are you saying we don't have fountain pen content? What are you saying, Skogsy? Skogsy's been a real troublemaker recently. Talking bad about ballpoints, things like that. It's all pencils here. It could be. I'm going to do a pencil stream. We need to do another pencil stream. All right, let's do a giveaway. It's usually all ballpoint and pencil up. See, I knew Skogsy was up to something. I'm going to find some. Do I have any pencils to give away? I don't think I have any pencils to give away. That would really break Skogsy's head. Don't you have pins to make or something? Oh, I found something. Let me see. Let me get a sneak peek. I should do this. Best giveaway. I got it. All right, so I don't know if y'all remember this, but back at the Chicago Pen Show, I was given a bunch of pens to give away on the stream, and I've given away one of them that was really cool. It's time to break into the stash again. This time, not only are we giving away a pen, we're giving away a pen and pencil set. Vintage cross pen and pencil set. Get wrecked, Skogsy. Get wrecked. So this is, I don't know how old this is. It looks brand freaking new. Did you call it, Nobod? Does this have a refill in it? So this is pretty old. You're probably going to need some new refills here. I'm very happy with myself on this one, yes. I am completely thrilled. From the 80s or 70s. I don't know why this doesn't. Evan Max Penquisition, 52 months of subbing. I'm not sure why this won't come out. I'm just doing something wrong here. So, does it right? There's no way this writes. Best refill for this? You're just going to have to get a cross-compatible refill. Yeah, no, I'm trying to screw it down to get it to. I don't know. It probably works. Is there any engraving on these? I don't think there's any engraving on these. So this is some OG stuff. Just look at this box. So then the pencils are twist, right? So yeah, this is cool. I like these pencils. So there's the pencil. Monteverdi makes compatible refills. That's probably right. Yeah, I bet you're right. Carol Jolin, 14 months of subbing. Let's go. So yeah, I hope Skogsy enters and wins this. But yeah, so we think this is from like the 80s or so. Yeah, this is some. These I have like a few more of these to give away, and I just keep forgetting. So this is just a classic vintage cross set. I don't really have more information than that. This looks like the standard set though, right? Like the classic, the basics. Does it have anything on here? Cross. Yeah, nothing. Oh, all right. So yeah, not for everyone. Exactly, Ferret Fawcett. Not for everyone, but for my enjoyment. So yeah, I remember the last one we gave away had like those flower etchings. That was pretty cool. Did someone send that in for you to give away? So someone handed them to me in Chicago, gave me like 5 or 6 vintage cross pins, and I gave one away that we found on eBay. It was like $100 because it had this cool flower pattern. And I still have a couple more that I haven't given away. So yeah, I will continue to. I just rotate things and just forget about them sometimes. These were buried back in there. All right, this giveaway is open. Exclamation point raffle. Yeah, you can relive your high school graduation days. All right, I need to look at my text. My phone's blowing up. Sorry, texting. I'm not entering, trying to find the unsubscribe button. I don't blame you. She turned my text off. Whew. I got a Luigi Kalani Pelican ballpoint. I don't even know what that means. Those are words I do not understand. All right, y'all got about a minute to graduate high school again, chat. You can thank Skogsy for this. Skogsy actually donated these. I didn't want to call him out, but you know. What you gonna do? He said he had an extra set and he wanted to be generous and give these to someone who could use them. The one where he designed the clip to look like a pelican's beak. Nice. Shout out Skogsy. What a nice, right? Amazing. I just entered the blog giveaway. Y'all should go enter the blog giveaway. Maybe you win both and you can put the pins in there. Or you can just display these. Do I look like a 1950s like cross ad? I was gifted the Gold Lady's Rose Etchland. Nice. That's cool. Put on the bow tie. We have come all the way around on this one, chat. We've come all the way around. When I graduated at high school in 1980, well, I mean, some of us are the appropriate age to have received this for high school. For sure. For sure. All right, let's see who the winner is. I'm pretty excited about this. Hello, Tina. Let's pick a winner. Peck of Purple Plumes. Definitely old enough to have received this for high school graduation. Absolutely. Who will love and cherish reliving their high school graduation days. Peck of Purple Plumes. Send me your shipping address. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. I need to look at which other ones I have. I think I have at least 3 or 4 more of these to give away in different configurations, different pens, different pencils. So, all right. How old are those refills? I'm going to go with original. So however you wish to date this, I'm going to go with the original refills. Whatever date that is. I'm going to roll like Cottonelle. I did send you one recently. What was the giveaway? It was a vintage cross set that was donated to give away on the stream. See you, T Photos. Have a great day. Don't steal any stationery from your partner. Yeah, the refills definitely need replacing. And if I had like spare refills, I would donate that for you. But I definitely do not. Too late. I figured. All right. So we can either talk about what y'all want to talk about, or I can start catching up on my 5-year journal, which once again, I'm almost a week behind on. Ackerman ink washes off my hands a lot easier than Lami's. I'd buy that. So behind on mine. I'm usually don't get more than like 2 days behind, and I don't know, this month has just been a mess. So yeah, I'm exactly like a week behind. We want to talk about how epic your hair is this morning. Man, we're gonna have to shave it all off soon. It is thinning out at a rapid pace, chat. Maybe Lamy more saturated. I would maybe think that. My hair is just vertical. It's not. I don't know that it's epic. I don't know. I kind of don't feel like writing in this morning. Go for a weave. It's not going to go that. It's not going to grow that long. Like it stopped growing, right? Like we're definitely not getting the growth factor anymore. Kind of working seasonally for a John McClane costume for Christmas. Nice. Also behind on journaling. Not only is my car back, but kiddo didn't put gas in it, so I have to leave for work early to get gas. It's just, I mean, that's how it rolls, right? Brad's hair is like my cat's tail. If it's up, it's happy. True. Don't keep it around for the Gollum look. Don't worry. Yeah, I don't feel like journaling. I feel like talking to y'all. Actually, I can't stream too much longer today because I got things to do, and I have an appointment this afternoon, and I got to get things done before the afternoon. I'm way behind journaling. So why are we behind on journaling? If you schedule to journal every day, do you get behind? Because I don't schedule to journal every day. Therefore, I am behind. I'm in love with the TWSBI Eco Broad Tip in Persian Green. Ooh, did y'all see that new TWSBI Eco? This might be the first TWSBI Eco I buy for myself in a while. Let me see. Did y'all see this? I'm going to talk about this on the pod. I saved this for the podcast tomorrow. Yeah, that cream colored one. That was pretty sick. Yeah. I didn't see that until yesterday. I thought that was pretty neat. I feel uninspired to journal. I get you. So is this going to be a wide release or is this like limited? So I thought this was really neat. What FP things are you buying yourself on Fountain Pen Day? On Black Friday. I kind of already did a I'll show you what I got. I kind of already did the treat yourself thing, so I'm not gonna buy anything else. Although, like, this is sick. Like, I am not attracted to the cream color. I don't know why I like this so much. I guess it's because, like, when they did the gray one, I really liked the gray one. Like, I don't know. I've got enough bright Twisbies to last me a lifetime. To see this little different one is pretty cool. Twisby Hard Pass, definitely several. Glyph and Sergeant Story, not Sergeant Story, Sergeant Stretch. Hard Pass Twisby fam. I get it. I have no problem with that. Why is this sick? But you panned the Cream Safari? Because of the story they told on the Cream Safari. That was strawberries and cream, and it was very bland. This has a lot more character to it. So I like the color of the Cream Safari. I don't like the design effort that they put into strawberries and cream as a set. I'm so curious about Twisby, but I keep hearing about leakage and don't want a deal. I've never had a Twisby leak. I've had some parts break. I've had some cracking. Pretty, do you have a link? I don't know if they're for sale yet. I think they're not out till December. New Opus 88 Coloro Pink green demo pins are really nice. We actually talked about those on the gift guide episode. I've had more Twisbies than I want to admit, and I've never had one leak, dry out, or burp. Yeah. I'd buy strawberries and cream Safari if they're swirled together. Yeah. Maybe if they put brass or copper clip on the cream Safari. Yeah, like I love the gray Safari from Atoya because it's got that little hint of something extra. What's the Opus Omar milk tea? I think I've seen that one. I have a Twisby curse. Several people do. And then, like, yeah, Twisbies fail on me every time. Twisbies, I've never had a problem. Those are two very common themes. So, happens. Oh, yeah, how much are these going to be? Like, if this is $80 or something, I don't. Like, I'm good. If it's like 45, 50, maybe. So I like this one a lot. I still want the indigo and bronze. That's cool. I like that one too. Maybe I'll get one on sale and see which came off all too. It'll be a 50 like the indigo bronze. Yeah. I have the green one I need to give away. I'll probably get it. I haven't had a Twisby in the rotation for a while. Actually, I don't have that many Twisbies. I bet I... 5? I have an Iris. I have a Prussian Blue. I have an Iris back, Prussian Blue. I have an Orange Eco. Maybe a Blue Eco? I'll have to check. Oh, and I'm not counting the Go's. I guess I do have a Go and a Swipe. I forgot about those. Keep document ink in an eco for sketching. That's smart. So yeah, I like that one. We'll see. We'll see. I forget who asked what I will if I'm shopping for anything for Black Friday. I won't because I just OD'd on stuff for review. And when doing that, I picked up something for myself, so I don't need to buy anything else. And it's the Keith Haring Caran d'Ache 849, the Ecuador model, the fancy silver model. So yeah, that's what I got for my personal collection, and this will be my Black Friday, Cyber Monday, holiday shopping. Yeah, that's all I need. So that's what I splurged on for myself. I think either next week or the week after, I will give away the black one. So I bought the black one to give away, and we'll give that away on the blog in like 2 weeks. So this one's in the giveaway stash. What is even going on? Why did Black Friday start last week? Yeah, it's been a long, pretty much November. So I don't know if I'll do it next week or the week after, but one of those 2 weeks I'm going to give this one away. So I thought that was pretty cool. And it made an appearance in the gift guide episode, which will also be out next week. That's why I'm trying to time the review. The capitalism must flow, right? So anyway, whoever asked, like, that's the only, like, I'm not shopping for anything else. I did a lot of shopping for review stuff, and then I added this for me, for my own stuff. I still don't like the sleeve, but I'm keeping it in the sleeve because the sleeve is cool looking. It's just not cool working. It's just like too loose. Oh, sorry, y'all couldn't see that. So anyway, I just keep crushing it in my hands. Put some washi tape in the sleeve for a tighter fit. True. I'm never going to live that one down. Nor should I guess. Nor should I live that down. Yeah, I also did fountain pen day, right? So I bought an Auto Hut at fountain pen. Like, I've bought way too much just this month. I bought Auto Hut Design 03 for me, and then this Caran d'Ache for me. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. Yeah, no. A lot of stuff that I like is not necessarily going in the review and giveaway queue and stuff that I'm going to keep. So the FPD interview was great. We really had a good time doing that. I really enjoyed that. Hopefully that becomes a thing. Hopefully that will be, yeah, when you have college-bound kids, exactly. Hopefully that becomes a thing. FPD becomes a thing. Because that's generally a good time of year for me to travel. Like, most of my show travel's done, and then I'm not traveling till the following year. And it's usually a pretty short trip and not an overwhelming trip, not like a crazy busy trip. Although we're pretty busy this time. So yeah, I got to think about that. That's something already, like, I've literally already thinking about that for next year because it was so enjoyable this year. Kind of sucks when people have FPD sales then immediately better Black Friday sales. Yeah, it's just hashtag capitalism. Like, this is why I'm not a retailer. I have no interest in dealing with all that. That is not my jam. And that's also why I preach, like, you can always wait. There's always something else. Even if you don't get the one pen you want, guess what? There's going to be a next one pen you want. Spoke Black Friday sales, we won't have any. We've never done a discount. I'm not saying we'll never do a discount, but we don't have, like, that price to, like, be always discounted. Always discounting stuff. Opus 88, but Esterbrook SD Nibwise. What's your experience? Positive on both. They both use Yovos. So I like both. So they should technically be pretty much the same nib. And they're both good. Because they're the same. Yep. But I always have good experience with the Opus and the Esterbrook's. Because I have good experience with Yovos in general. So trying real hard to follow that advice. I know. We talk about it. Like, it's just not it's hard to do, like, on an individual specific basis. It just has to be a broader idea of all the totality of things. Right. You just can't go cuckoo on buying all the things, like, quickly. That's all it is. Like, pace yourself, budget. Know that something else is going to come down the line if you can't have it right now. Things like that. It's in that sense of things, not in, like, every, like, over dissecting every single product, right? It's more just in the big picture. Check yourself. Step 1, unsub from all marketing emails. True. I have very few, like, store subscriptions, but I do keep a few because some are, like, pretty good at the news, like the new release stuff, and I want to kind of, sometimes I don't see that. I feel like I need to get a new job pin, but not sure what it should be. It's actually a pretty good marker to do that. I have to think about that. For 580 and back 700 nibs are less than half the price of the pin here in Canada. You're saying just the nibs themselves? I have my wall of pins that I want in my mind and I wait for bargains. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. I always have an idea list. Like I don't have a shopping list. I have a this is compelling. Let me continue to think about it and look at it, and then if the opportunity presents itself, buy it. And if I can get a good deal or something I need to validate as far as like checking the size or something like that, does it fit my hand? Like, can I get to a pin show and check it out and then decide what I want to do, kind of thing. So yeah, that's why I don't have a shopping list. I just kind of have like an idea of things on my radar. I'm still not giving up on all my nibs or interchangeable toolbox of pins. I mean, that's a really good goal. Like, I like that. I've got enough pins now that it's much easier to skip pins. True. Any pin storage solutions on sale this week? I haven't looked at the sales. What kind of storage? Oh, so like home storage, like display storage. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked. Do you think the Inkvent is worth it? I have never used the Inkvent. Everyone talks very highly of the Inkvent. Worth it is up to you. Everyone generally who commits to the Inkvent generally likes it. Speaks pretty highly of it. Ice boxes of doom. We got a ways to go to fill this one up. All right, I'm going to wrap it here. For those struggling with whether not to buy things, just steal them, duh. Right? I mean, come on. This is a criminal stream now. Yeah, we're going to wrap it. I'll be around tomorrow. We're podcasting and streaming tomorrow. We'll see that. Just do crime light. Don't do no big crimes. Crime light. Yeah, watch out for Carls. Keep the Carls out of here. Come for the stream. Leave with life advice, right? Crime light, please. Crime light. All right, let's go hang out with Liz. I haven't talked to her in a while. So the Burbs are, she's got a new little bird feeder. The Burbs are very active over there. If you haven't been over to hang out with I Paint Burbs, you are missing out. And I suggest, yeah, this is felony free, only misdemeanors here, chat. Please, crime light. You answered your own question. Oh, nice. Though they make nice storage solutions always. Those are always, they do a good job with those. I've seen some of those in person. So very good. Let's be honest, I was the kid who never got detention in high school. Same here. Like, we're a bunch of goody two-shoes over here in stationary land. Low crime rate in Stationaryville, thankfully. Except for Carl. Don't do it, Carl. All right. Y'all go say hey to Liz. Enjoy the Burbs. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll wrap up this week, and we'll go from there. All right. Love you. Bye.